This delay drives me insane because I'm looking at the live and we only on 8 seconds on the live.
Yeah, the delay is
The
nuts.
delay is insane. We need something that helps us with more real time things. But let's get this show on the road. We got a lot to talk about today.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It's Tuesday. It's been a Tuesday from hell for me. But Tuesday, y'all favorite day of the week. It is Thickskin Tuesday. We have missed y'all. We apologize. Last week we had some technical difficulties, had to order some equipment so that we could come back today and give y'all a quality show. But we are back. I am your girl in a bubble.
Oh girl.
Yeah, new nickname alert. I'm Shay B, aka Bubble Girl, aka Sue Young.
AKA Mrs. Puff after SpongeBob just left.
That's funny, but it's not funny. Y'all know what I'm saying. We'll get into that. But okay. To my left, I got my brother. What's your name?
Proper J, Mr. Proper J.
Mr. Proper J.
Mr. Proper J.
Okay. Okay. And behind me, I got my little brother in real life. What's your name?
Wayne Day, AKA a nigga need a haircut.
Yeah.
Zay.
Hey.
Zay.
You know, I'm not even mad because he out here trying to win tournaments and shit.
I
you know.
understand.
So hey, look, I respect it.
Shouts out to Zay. Trank. See, we miss our dog.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Still family. Always. But we're gonna jump right into it really quick. How have y'all been?
What, the last week?
Yeah, last
this
week.
body is aching, yo.
Listen, it was cold as shit.
It's cold weather, than
It's cold as shit.
I think because of, like, my job wise, I'm like outside majority of the time.
Oh no, thank you.
Yeah, and they got me, and they kind of got me. Not necessarily that I'm about to probably necessarily get promoted. So this promotion, I had to learn more things in the building. You know what I mean? They want me to learn.
Thank God
things.
for training.
Right. So the last few years of being there, I learned like different stuff in different departments, and this is just another step to getting where I need to be. Because some people, to move up in a company, it's either who you know or you have went to school. Some people you just gotta kind of bust your ass and just go from department to department, and that's the route I'm taking. Whether I don't want to be a supervisor necessarily, I can go and give two fucks about the job. But if I'm going to be there, I'm gonna try to do the best I can. So,
well, congrats on the promo.
Yeah. Or up and coming promo, or you know.
No, we claiming that.
Yeah, we claiming that.
Yeah. Ain't no ifs. We claiming
right.
that.
Because you ain't gonna make me just train me for somebody to go on for a week, and you know,
we'll knock all y'all shit over.
I'm just saying. They just trained me to learn a forklift. I will knock all the shit over for real. I know how to use that bitch now. I'm like, shut up. I'll knock it all the way over. Fuck that.
All right, little brother, how was your week?
Shit, I was at work all week. So.
I mean, I don't even know why I asked you. That's your always his answer.
Hey, look, me going to work helps pay for this shit, so I'm gonna continue to go to work until this shit start paying for it. Shit.
This is true. My week was fine, until yesterday.
What happened yesterday, man?
So, I have a squatter in my home. Yeah. They refused to leave. And they decided that they wanted to cook while I was working. And anybody that knows me knows that I don't eat anything that comes out of the water. Fish, shellfish, shrimp, lobster, crab, mollusk, scallops. I don't give a fuck. If it's swim, I don't eat it. Okay? So fish is never cooked in my home. Well, the squatter who refuses to leave decided that they wanted to cook some salmon.
He probably thought he was doing some shit.
Was chefing it up too. Had marinated it long. Yeah. Started cooking it like maybe 20 minutes into the end of my shift. By the end of my shift, I was cracking jokes saying that it smelled like Badusi because it did. Fish stinks. I don't care what nobody says. And then all hell broke loose. My squatter tried to kill me, y'all. New allergy alert. I'm allergic to salmon. I almost told y'all I wasn't coming tonight because I just showed them pictures of my face
Dear Lord.
and what it looked like up until maybe
Wow.
about 2 hours ago. I'm still swollen. So we not gonna do no zoom ins or none of that. And I won't, please don't do it.
Y'all about to say you don't know
you
if you're
damn
doing
dare
it.
back here.
You see that?
I don't even have the remote in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't see because my eyes were almost swelled shut. My entire face was swollen. My lips had turned a nice little shade of purple. I could breathe. But yeah, my squatter tried to kill me, and I made sure that I was going to tell everybody because, yeah, they tried to unalive me. Death by Badusi smells.
Death by Badusi.
Yeah. But I talked to my doctor. I have to go and see my doctor later this week. They did get pictures, progression. That it wasn't progression as in a good thing. It was progression as in this shit won't stop bubbling up on my face. Photos.
Man, y'all should have seen the photos. I wish you could post
Since
them.
last night.
Wow.
So yeah, I was having a good week until then.
Oh my man.
Yeah, the past week has been cool
Your
up until
face.
this point.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah. Soo Young was looking real Rikishi-ish in the face, I must say. But
I swear, if y'all seen the picture, you'd be like, don't y'all know how to fucking duck? Like, shit. Stop blocking with your face. God damn.
But yeah, in the words of my theme, my favorite theme song, I'm still alive. I'm still alive, barely. But anywho, we're gonna move on. So last week we were supposed to come and do a show for y'all, but again, because of technical difficulties, we had to order some parts for our camera. We could not do the show, so we postponed it, and now we are here, and we are going to be talking about Diddy. More specifically, for those of you who have not watched the 50 Cent produced documentary on Netflix called The Reckoning, this is what we are going to be talking about. And the title of this show tonight is Diddy Did It. Because there ain't no Diddy do it. We do. He did that shit.
Right. And I really hope like a lot of y'all watched that show, because I had to deal with somebody that watched one episode.
Mm-hmm.
The most ignorant response to everything. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Negroes and misinformation. That's all I gotta say.
And I will say this, and my brother can attest to this. I have been a Diddy fan since the 90s. This was the hardest thing to, as such a big fan of him, which like I said, my brother will tell you, like I liked everything about the man that I knew of. Okay. Like business wise, I had always heard the stories, but I was like, it's got to be some kind of genius work that he's doing, because like look at how far to the top he got. So I admired the hustle.
You wouldn't believe how many people had that same sentiment that you had. Jeremy Hodges, shout out to Jeremy,
I just seen that too.
was just saying the same thing.
He
He literally mimicked his hustle off of Diddy.
Because like we didn't have anybody like him growing up. Like he was it. We didn't have anybody like that.
Really
and so I loved Diddy for his hustle. I loved the music that he created, not per se him, but like, I love Big, I love Total, I love, you know what I'm saying? Like Bad Boy, the record label in general was dope.
I was gonna say, regardless of anything else, it's just like what he contributed. Like when we talked about a few weeks ago with the whole the rap episode.
Yeah.
There was a lot of artists that we disagreed that we didn't like, but there was no denying what they contribute to hip hop.
Yes.
Regardless of that, and there's probably something more we should say at the end of the show, but for real, it's just like doesn't matter what he done. His contribution to hip hop was that, and I think that's what it was. You know what I mean? And like, I see where you're coming from with that, and I think what it is too is just like when we see somebody just like us.
Yeah.
And it's not just him being successful, because we seen Dre do that. We see Master P did that. You know what I mean? We seen JD do that. And they kind of wanted to say they had this larger than life attitude. You see Kanye do that. But like Diddy, it was just something like, it's almost like his attitude was like that. How dare you try to stop me? Ain't nobody gonna see. Yeah. You see it more with Kanye now, and he just goofy. But it's just like he said that, he did that, and he's still being able to
Kanye, even though in all of his craziness too. The man's a genius.
He's a genius.
He's a genius. Even
you know what I mean?
Through all of the whatever they want to call it, mental illness or not, I love Kanye. But yeah, I mean overall, Diddy was somebody that I thoroughly thought would be in the end, like he was going to see this to the end, like be one of the greats. Right. But I want to start the show before we start talking. I want to start
before we start talking. I just got for man big, so could we?
And you want to know what's crazy is I started to wear my big sweatshirt.
Right.
Like,
I'm about to say we got to do it for big at least. You know?
I wore Lumpy Space Princess.
Oh my God!
I got on Fairly Odd Parents socks. So yeah, Cosmo and Wanda. Stop playing with me. but let's get into the show. So I initially wanted to talk about this like episode by episode. However, I realized that I thought about it after I told y'all to watch it, and then we talk about it, and I never gave y'all the format. But I know that y'all remember from. But let's just start by talking about how Diddy himself even got to where he was. For those who do not know, Diddy is from Harlem, right? And he got his start basically by like hawking down Heavy D, who was signed to Uptown with Andre Harrell, who I've actually met in LA before. It was cool. Like it was a brief little, hey, how you doing? I have this weird thing where I attract celebrities to make them talk to me, and I don't talk to them first. It's weird, but it happens.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, me and John Singleton were like good friends on Twitter. Like we always talked. It was so weird. And I kept telling him, if you keep responding to my tweets, I'm gonna ask you for a job. And then he passed away. Stopped. Yeah, because he died. But yeah,
he's like he kind of stopped. What?
He kind of stopped. Yeah, he kind of had to. But yeah, so Heavy D was signed to Uptown Records with Andre Harrell, right? Diddy would like literally go and harass these people every day to have a job. Like he was doing like music videos, he was dancing. Diddy originally was a dancer, just like Jermaine Dupri. I don't think people knew that. Jermaine Dupri started off break dancing like in Michael Jackson videos, but
with the Jerry Carroll
but he eventually like he wiggled his way in, right? He was still very young, but Diddy became famous because of a celebrity basketball game that happened December 20-something, 23rd, 20-something or other.
It was a couple days before.
The holiday. Yeah. In Harlem at the City College. And a lot of Uptown artists were there. A lot of celebrities came. And because this party was over-promoted, overhyped. The tickets were $12, right? And they bum rushed this gym, which is where it was being held at, inside the gym of this college. And 9 people ended up losing their life because outrage broke out. People were trying to like literally like bum rush the door and run in to be a part of see this event, and people got trampled. And 9 people were unalive. This is how Diddy became notarized.
World notarized.
World known. This is how this man like naively thinking like should have known then like this is not going to be good for the rest of your career. Like you start off with 9 deaths on your hands, Even though, will I honestly say that they should have put all of the blame on him?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
I will
Not
say
for
that.
real, no.
Not for real, no, because they said that there wasn't enough security. But I feel like
because you're the promoter, it's on you.
It's on him. I don't feel like it was always like that was completely his fault. But this is where it starts, y'all. Right? This is where the story begins. Do y'all feel like that got him to the position of VP at A&R at Uptown afterwards, or do you think that had something to do with it because now people knew him, even though it was in a negative connotation? Did that help him get that position?
Yes and no. I wouldn't just necessarily say because of the publicity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it had anything to do with the publicity. I think it's just the nature of what happened. Is if you think about it, not even on the grand scale, but it's just like you had this venue, you had this event where it's a basketball game, you're gonna have all these celebrities, you paying all this money. It's just like you want this to be like anytime you're doing a show, I don't care who you are, you want it to sell out. You want it to be where just like, hey, y'all can't come in, it's closed like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that alone, where they knew, I mean, it's an unfortunate thing that people lost their lives doing that. But the matter of fact is you had this event where so many people was going to be, and it sold out. It oversold out. You know what I mean? He was expecting this. Actually, I mean, it's Diddy, so he was expecting it to be that grand,
right?
And it was even bigger than that. And when he's bigger than that, he wasn't expecting. It's like, okay, we need to up security. We need to do this. But it was just the straight alone. It's like, this person's not even a CEO, and this is guy that was just a dancer, and he kept on bugging me and all this.
He was just like an intern at that
time. Right,
he
was just an intern. An intern made this happen. Yes, whatever the casualties, literally casualties of this happening, minus that, he created this out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Why not put him on? So I think with that, yes, not necessarily publicity
like
of
connotation.
Yeah.
Okay, so from there, he becomes Andre Harrell's like right hand man, so much so to where he moves in with him.
Mm-hmm.
He starts having events and parties, and almost immediately in 1991, Diddy was accused of raping and rugging Joy Dickerson Neal in 1991, like almost like around the same time,
like right after.
Yeah, like right after, kind of like all happened at once.
I mean, okay. Well, let's backtrack a little bit because with the question that you asked previously, he was already making a name for himself as the intern.
Yes.
Like he was already throwing like big ass parties that people was fucking with. So like he was already making a move for himself, and maybe Andre Harrell was just like, shit, hell, he'll force on his own.
Yeah, and if you've seen that, they showed a clip from Andre Harrell's interview where he was like putting up to the test and like had him doing something, and he was like producing results like almost immediately. And he was like, I kind of knew then, like, oh yeah, like he's serious about this. So he took him under his wing, showed him the ropes. Eventually Puff got bigger than Andre. Andre Harrell actually put Puff in charge of finding Jodeci and Mary J. Blige. Like after they were signed, like those were Puff's babies. But during this time too, like I said, like watching this, we kind of start to see the patterns early on that we never knew. Like the Joy Dickerson Neal situation. She actually sued in 2023. I think I don't remember if that one was still ongoing. I think so. Then he starts, like I said, he starts working for Uptown. Misa Hilton Brim, his baby mama. Which one of them kids, the light-skinned boy? Justin. Yeah, Justin's mama. he sees her. She's working. Well, she's around because of Eric Sermon, who she's dating at the time.
That's crazy. I like totally forgot about the whole him and Eric Sermon thing. Like
Yeah.
that's like when I seen that again, I'm like, what the fuck?
Puff had an affinity for other niggas' women.
He did.
Like we find this out so bad because he also meets his baby mom, Kim Porter, at Uptown because she was the secretary, but at that time she was with Al B.
She was with Al B. Shore.
Which, you know, the son Quincy.
Mr. Unibrow.
Yeah. Which I think a lot of people be forgetting sometimes that Al B. Shore is that boy's dad.
Do y'all not realize how much Alan Powell looks like Al B. Shore?
What up, fool?
Shout out Alan Powell. I can tell you how I feel.
You and I were one
Girl.
I'll start that shit today.
Okay.
So, all right. Puff is doing this thing at Uptown. He gets bigger than Uptown, and he wants to basically branch out. Well, Andre eventually fires
He
him.
didn't get bigger than Uptown. He
tried to take over.
His what's the word? His ego became bigger than what he was actually being paid for.
And he tried to eventually run Andre Harrell. Andre was like, "Nigga, please."
But still again, what you said is just like he got bigger than Uptown, like per se. He kind of did, ego wise, you know.
Yeah, he was, you know, he had put himself in a place, and Andre was like, "Look, I ain't able to do it with you no more, big dog. But I tell you what, you got my blessing to go out and do your thing." And at that time, they had just signed big. Mm-hmm. And Andre said, "I'll do you a solid. Take this nigga with you."
So big, because that was his artist too.
Yeah.
He's like,
because Big was actually signed to Uptown originally in '92. He was not an original Bad Boy artist.
Right.
He was signed to Uptown.
But he was found by Puff.
Right, but
I think what Craig Mack, if we statistically or whatever you want,
was the first artist.
Craig Mack was technically
right.
Yeah, Craig Mack was. But in this, hey Ash, in this storyline, after Eric Sermon and Misa break up, right? Puff make his move on her. Her and Eric are still friends. Her and Puff start dating. He catches Misa and Eric in the truck together. Which when Eric Sermon told the story, it was so funny because he was like, "She just so happened to be in the truck with me." You don't just so happen to be in the car with your ex.
Eric Sermon was full of shit.
He really was.
Because me and my kid's mother still have a great relationship. But why the fuck would she be in the driver's seat of my car?
Just so happened.
Just so happened.
Yeah. So basically what he said is that Puff snatched her out the car, gave her a couple of skippity pats, which is, we are not laughing at domestic violence. I just had to say it that way. He then swings on Eric Sermon, who's actually his friend. When Eric tell him, like, "Yeah, I'm about to do that to you real good," because Puff was really not a street dude, right?
No, and we can
he
get
tell
to that
him
later.
to meet him around the corner. Get around the corner. Puff say, no, I just want you to hear this song. Wait to get out of my ass whooping. I'm just going
right.
Hell of a way to get out of my ass whooping.
Yeah.
I will go out on a whim and say I don't believe that story.
I think there was a huge chunk of that story.
Oh, exactly.
Huge chunk.
Yes.
Like I don't believe that.
Wait.
For one, you're not going to swing on me, and then I'm going to set a designated area for the kerfuffle to happen.
No.
Yeah.
We're going to get to it right there.
Right there.
So then it's like, okay, now I have this question. Did he get in the car? Okay, so you just snatched Shorty out of the driver's side.
And then you hop
So
in?
did you drop in the driver's side to drive around the corner for this kerfuffle?
No, I thought Eric was driving.
No. She was in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I think that nigga was lying.
That nigga was lying, man. I fuck with the green-eyed bandit, but he was lying.
He was lying.
But why would he have to lie, though? What's there to lie about?
I personally think Puffy stole him and he ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
For some reason, I kind
I
of
feel like because he admitted that he swung on him and all of that, and then proceeds to go around the corner with him and tells him that he wants him to do the intro to what's the 411 for Mary J.
No, that happened before the intro.
I thought all
No,
that
it was all around the same time. That was what he had him listening
all
to.
happened the same.
Okay, okay.
That's what he
The
wanted him to
way
listen to.
well, at least way he told it that all was the same event.
I still think that nigga lied.
I would agree. I would definitely agree. But so this is where Bad Boy begins. Now, before we even talk about Bad Boy, we have to introduce Kirk Burroughs to the story.
Okay, so wait. So before we just go to some comments.
Yes.
Mom has always stated that she always thought Diddy was a bad soul.
I did too. I agree with you on that one too.
She's never liked Puff.
I never did either. I 100%. I always like you said, I seen what he did money wise, business wise, but everything else I always thought it was weird that you always in the video, his attitude, and then I'll get into that later. But it's just something about that. It just the two didn't match up. But I always felt like the way Rose did though, for real.
And I think that's probably why I like him so much. I always liked the man that my mom hated.
Thanks. Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm just saying. She ain't like my baby daddy either, or at least that's what she used to act like she like. I don't know. I don't like that nigga either though.
Okay, so Kirk.
Kirk Burroughs. So Kirk and Puff actually grew up together. Long time best friends, like from Jits, like Power Green Machine tricycle age, right? And they grew up in the same like little apartment building or something like that. They lived upstairs, Puff and them lived downstairs or something to that effect. When Puff left Uptown, he then formed Bad Boy Records with Kirk Burroughs. Kirk is one of the original founders of Bad Boy.
Which he doesn't get a lot of, man.
He doesn't get any recognition.
He doesn't get none.
He doesn't get any recognition.
Zero.
And Kirk actually came on board with Puff to get everything started, help these deals get going. He was even granted 25% of the company by Puff originally, which we find out later, which is going to pose my next question. Puff went back to him a couple of years later and told him, I need that whole 25% back for a business deal. I'm going to pay you back. I promise. Never paid this man back. Kirk lost his holding and ownership of Bad Boy the day that he signed it back over, which he said he was threatened to sign the 25% back over.
He was under duress, yeah.
Puff would have had to kill me. Let me ask this, because we're going to start going over these stories where Puff has coerced a lot of people, threatened a lot of people, and oftentimes by himself. I understand that with money comes a certain amount of power. I understand that completely. But as a grown-ass man who grew up with you, and I know you ain't no street nigga in real life, Kirk and Puff should have been banging.
Right.
But I also understood Kirk's side too, saying that he believed him because they had been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like because of the friendship.
No, fuck no.
I get why he thought.
No. That is bullshit. I'm going to put it out there now. You're going to get a lot of pushback from me on how these niggas move during this time.
No. I ain't saying that he was that was a weak ass move.
That nigga, you know it. Mm-hmm. You even stated as a child, he was not a street dude. He was not a fighter. He was never afraid to fight. But he was not a fighter. What did he say? He would bite you and claw at you. And...
I mean, you see them teeth.
Okay. So with all of that said, you know him.
Yeah.
And then he came in with a bat.
Yeah. That ain't shit. You got one good swing.
You got one good swing.
You got one good swing with a bat.
And if you kill me, Nobody get nothing. He did not sign that. Nothing can make me believe that he signed it over because he was afraid.
No. That's why I said
and nothing can make me believe that he thought he was signing over in good graces. Because if it was in good graces, why the fuck did you come in here with a bat?
So basically, you thinking he had something
of course,
over his head?
Of course,
yeah.
Who, Kirk?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
but see, this is the thing too. Kirk knew everything.
That's why.
And I don't know if y'all noticed that he was saying that he still has them. He hand wrote everything, every expense, every note, every detail, every booking, every rental car, every charter jet plane, like everything. My thing is though, is after so long of this man not giving you your money back, you are now just a regular ass employee, bro. Why you didn't leave? And that's going to be a main business wise with a lot of these people that we talk about.
Why didn't you leave?
Why didn't you just leave?
I just kind of feel like with him, if he was like that good a businessman, because clearly he was, because you can say what you want, he was the architect of fucking Bad Boy. Mm-hmm. You could have found an alternative way to give that 25% to. Okay, so I understand it's like that's your buddy, your homie. You seen what he doing, you seen the growth in him. He put you on your wing. You building this empire together and all this other stuff. Yeah, the smartest thing is it's like, hey, let me get that 25% back, and I'll be like, fuck you, no. How about
we do this? Right.
He just off that money.
He ran the fucking money.
In that part.
Get your shit back in blood, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
You were in control of the finances.
That's
like he's the one that should be like, no, you can give me about 35, 40.
That nigga a bitch.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he also ended up suing Puff in 2003 for a breach of contract, fraud, and some other things. But that case was completely dismissed because of late filing limits, deadlines. So he lost. Shit got hidden. He completely lost everything.
That sounds like something got hidden, like the paperwork just.
But even after he signed it over and years went by, he was still working for Puff. Because even though you were the co-founder and you started this thing with this man, you signed your percentage over, you were just an employee. So you were still working for him. You were not working with him anymore. You were working for him.
Did they ever say that he ever had stock in it? Or
that was the 25%.
That was actually
that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm trying to wrap my head around. It's like there had been another reason. There had to be something.
No.
That okay.
And from there, and so this was in this was early. So this was like 92ish, I'd say. From there, things just start to get real life crazy. So we got big, right? We got Craig Mack, who at the time were like the first two, like we were saying, first two artists on Bad Boy. Did great. Love Craig Mack. Hey, Craig Mack was that ugly joker had it though.
Was he related to the motherfuckers from Soul For Real? Because they were just a bunch of little ugly niggas.
They did look alike.
Oh my God!
Damn, they did look alike.
Every last one of them. I like for real, man.
But yeah, so around this time too, what a lot of people maybe believed was like a fictional story. Big and Pac were actually very good friends.
Very good.
Like very good.
He like
to the point where they were traveling on the road together, like in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were doing shows together. Big was opening shows for Pac, and they were really good friends. And one thing that's also going to be a well-known pattern: Puff is a jealous man. He ain't like that shit. He was like Rico off Belly.
Right. I be jealous of two niggas' relationship.
Oh, you would be shocked.
I know.
Man, and you see that shit around here.
I know, but I'm saying it openly because it's just like that's more of a rhetorical question.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's rhetorical, but it actually has so many answers in real life.
I know.
Yeah. Puff was like, "Oh no, I gotta put a stop to this shit because I'm your best friend. That's it. You can't have another best friend. I'm your best friend."
Right.
And from there, then we start to see where Puff started putting himself all in the videos, dancing. Because Puff was trying to drive this wedge between Big and Pac, right? Which ultimately succeeded. Pac ended up getting shot. Like this is when Pac gets shot. That was in 93,
94, something like
somewhere
that.
around there. Pac gets shot. It's actually going to the studio to meet Big, and to work on some songs or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard that story before. I ain't gonna give y'all the whole setup. However, Pac goes to the studio. Lil C's is there. He sees Pac. He announces to everybody that Pac is there. These two dudes come out from nowhere, allegedly. We ain't gonna never know the truth. All the niggas dead.
Little C story keeps changing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pac ultimately, they attempt to rob him. They shoot him, right? Immediately, people are telling Pac, Puff, them set you up. Big, them set you up.
Mm-hmm.
So now these two who are really good friends are no longer
And what was weird?
friends.
What was weird? They even said on the doc, Suge and Puffy was actually friends too.
Yeah, Suge and Puff were cool.
Right.
And then Puff tried to fuck his bitch.
Right.
He did.
And then
he told Kirk Burroughs to take $50,000 out of the company account to buy this girl a diamond necklace or something like that, so he could woo the draws off Suge's side.
And I think there was more. Go ahead, just try to do a count. But I think it was even more envy with that too, with him and Suge, because it
was because Death Row was booming.
Right, and I think it's even more of that. It's like it even go back to like when Diddy was like younger and how his father was, and he wanted to carry that mentality of his, because they mentioned how
his daddy was gangsters.
Right. So this is a dude that didn't grow up in, I guess you say, hood, living that gangster life, but he was around that. Where you see Suge was the total opposite. He can make these moves like that because he was that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was jealous that he can be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I think that added to it. Just like, shoot, because Suge, he had that presence. I can snap my fingers, this is going to happen. Puffy couldn't do that. I had to be loud as shit. I got to be airing. I got to be 10 times or whatever I am to do half of what he's doing.
But I don't know if that was the case, because as I sit back and I look at like other Harlem cats in the industry, they're all loud and flamboyant like that. Dame is terrible.
Damn Dash makes my entire ass itch.
That is
the most ignorant.
I mean, you talking about Dame Dash, you gay as shit. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
That man is ignorant.
You say
that man is ignorant.
You ain't no man if you talking about Dame Dash.
You can't be shit. Yeah, you're gay. That's some Dame Dash shit.
Are you talking about Dame Dash?
Yeah.
Pause. Pause if you talking about Dame Dash.
Right. Because don't no man talk about Dame Dash.
And you want to know what's crazy? I have been to New York, right? Harlem was my favorite part. It was my favorite borough. So much so that I went twice.
There's so much shit.
I love Harlem. Harlem is dope. Like some of the scenes that I was seeing when Puff was in, when he went back to Harlem, I was in those exact same spots. Mm-hmm. Harlem is dope. If y'all ever get the opportunity to go to New York, do it. It's expensive as hell, but it is well worth the money. I suggest going to Harlem. Stay in Times Square. Visit Harlem. Visit all the boroughs. You trying to be bougie here? Go ahead, stay in Times Square. No, listen. You don't want to stay nowhere else. Trust me. You don't want to stay nowhere else.
Okay. I don't know
you don't want to stay nowhere else.
It's either you gonna have to break the bank, or break the bank another way.
Yeah, or
Or
you gonna
paint
break your
with
stuff because
some-
the niggas gonna rob your
Or
ass.
some shit.
But so now we got this low key competition going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the 1995 Source Awards comes.
Infamous.
What a time to be alive! Like in 1995, I was how old was I? Shit, 15, 14, 15 ish.
Mm-hmm.
What a time to be alive! Because that was the talk of
Man,
a couple of years, honestly.
that catapulted a lot of shit.
This is where
To this day, that molded a lot of stuff in hip hop to this day.
The
right
East
now.
Coast West Coast beef began at the 1995 Source Awards. It was in Atlanta, and Suge got on stage because by now Puff is driving a wedge between Big and Pac. He's driving a wedge between himself and Suge, and because he's trying to do some underhanded, undercutting, sneaky shit. And Suge got on stage and was like, "Look, if you want to be a part of a record label where you ain't got to worry about the executive producer all up in the video, singing and dancing, come to Death Row." Puff then tries to counteract. He gets on stage and says, I heard the statement, but I'm a positive black man. Congratulations to
I like how
everybody.
he tried to spin on it. I like that spin.
He tried to put a spin on it and make Suge look like the big bad guy, which people had deemed Suge because of his
He was.
Oh yeah, Suge was a
To be
menace
fair,
too.
I'm about to say to be fair, yeah, but
To be fair.
But this ain't his documentary.
Documentary though, because trust me, that nigga got some stories too. Suge was Puff, the big light skinned version.
I would say scary because, like I said,
I'm just gonna say, but scarier
because he couldn't really do that shit.
Suge was really doing.
Puffy needed people to do that. That's why he felt like he could do that.
It wasn't nothing for Suge to hang a nigga over a balcony or
No.
Did he beat up Vanilla Ice?
No, he didn't necessarily beat him up. He made him drink his own piss to get a contract.
Oh.
No, I don't even know if it was his own piss. He drank piss. I gonna say whose piss it was, but he drank piss. He was like, "You drink this piss, I'll sign you." And
Is
he
one
did.
better than the other?
Man, it was pee. That's what.
Look. Okay, I'll say yes. What
Drink
is
some piss? Mine's are yours.
better?
Oh my god! You just sit there. You want me to drink mine? Because mine is spilling. I just pee myself. I can do it right now. You want me to? No, like there's no one.
Yeah, he drank piss to get a contract. So
Wow.
Yeah,
why do we not talk about that enough?
because it ain't worth talking
It's
about.
really not, because that is. I'd be
It would too, because forever if I see that motherfucking Vanilla Ice, you drink some piss. Get away.
But yeah, so like I guess about 7 weeks or so later after this happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Suge and his people is in a club in New York. Altercation happens inside. Suge and his homeboy Jake are escorted out by security, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go outside. They see Puff now. Some dude comes up while they having their discussion. He's looking Suge in the face and just starts shooting the friend. This man got shot 5 times. Allegedly. I wish they would. If 50 could say it, then I can't too. Allegedly. This is where the shit takes off. Because at this time, Pac is now, he's not even signed to death row yet. Pac is in jail for the graping stuff. Pac is in jail. While he's in jail, Suge goes to see Pac and say, "Hey, come to death row." Pac say, "Bet." Pac gets out October of 95, and by now, him and Big are like not cool at all.
Yeah.
They are not friends any longer. It has been stuff told to both sides that the other side done said. Like it was just a whole. It was a bunch of hoopla.
It was super catty, but still,
absolutely,
it was enough to do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Pac gets out, does All Eyes on Me. He does Hit 'Em Up, which to this day is top 3 ultimate disc records of all time. Of all time.
Top 3.
Top 3.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
I would definitely give it top 2 because I think no Vaseline.
No
Yeah.
Vaseline. No Vaseline.
I think no
That
Vaseline
was a
might
very
be one.
thorough ass kicking for like 3.5 minutes.
Cube every word of
That was so slow and precise. Like,
That nigga single-handedly bited a whole fucking record label.
Entire record label. But I would definitely say him up as number 2. Big then responded with Who Shot Ya. Now we have now it's official. East Coast, West Coast beef is happening. These men have now brought in Crips and Bloods. Puff and them joined bands with the Crips, and Suge was already a Blood. Not too soon after that, 1996, September, at the Tyson fight. Y'all know what happened. Worst day of my teenage years. I cried for like a week.
oh my God, that was just.
I was a huge Pac fan too.
I remember in school we did that. We had to do like a book, well, not a report. Like we had to do a news report. And shout out Mr. Connor. Yeah. Every person in the class did a report on fucking that, and everybody had somebody was talking about too. I know I was mainly talking about Suge, but everybody was talking about it, but their own way.
I think I did one of my papers on Tupac in one of my English classes. I'm pretty sure I did.
Right. I just remember it was definitely speech class when I did it, and it was like I remember like I went heavy on talking about like Suge because I knew everybody was going to talk about Pop. But anyways, moving on. Yeah. But so yeah, and this, like I said, this all stemmed from some Bloods and Crips who they both had alleged affiliations with. There's in this documentary there is talk about Keith D, who's a Southside Crip. And his nephew Orlando Anderson, who was the person that Pac got into it with in the casino in Vegas right before he passed away. He was interviewed, right, in 2008, and he stated allegedly that Puff told him that he would offer him $1 million if they would get rid of Suge and Pac. Right? He then recanted his statement and said that he was under duress when he said it and that it wasn't true, but this man is not currently on trial for the murder of Pac. He goes to trial in 2026, so in a couple of months.
If I'm not mistaken, he took his stupid ass on Vlad TV and told on himself again.
He did. But ultimately, what happened was, allegedly Puff offered him $1 million to do that job. They saw the opportunity. They were actually there on the scene when the ambulance pulled up and got Pac out the car. They acted like they were innocent bystanders after they had pulled off what allegedly was pulled off. They blended in plain sight. But they did not get the $1 million because Suge didn't die.
Yeah, I'm about to say he didn't. I mean, they didn't finish the job.
They did not finish the job.
They technically didn't. I'm like, well,
so they did not get the money.
They could have given half.
And then
the rumor is that half was sent.
Yes, and then
but nigga ran off on the plug.
Yes, and that would have been Von Zip.
Yeah, Von.
Yeah, that would have been Von, who was also a Crip. He actually was close with Diddy in that camp. D1, Von Zip, all of them Southside Crips, allegedly. I don't want Blueface and them to come get me. And then, like, not even 9 months later, March of 1997, we lose Big.
That shit, that will probably piss me off the most. How that
threw
happened.
Me off was how it happened.
That shit, like the Pac shit was like,
but see, that's the thing though.
That shit.
It's so many different stories.
That was like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's so many different stories. Because on one end, Lil C's, but like I said, Lil C's words ain't even credible no more because he changes his story every time he talks. But yeah, if it's true that, but I guess the way to find that out is to actually call the magazine. Were you guys trying to shoot Big?
No, not even that part. Big was not supposed to still be in the States the day it happened.
That's
what I'm saying. He was supposed to be across seas doing a magazine shoot.
He was supposed to be in the UK. Kirk Burroughs actually, if you see on the document, he showed like the
info,
the flight info and stuff.
But Big's mom has also said that wasn't true. That he wasn't supposed to be in the UK. Lil Caesar said, like I said, he, whatever, fuck that nigga.
But you know, the thing is, regardless of all of that, it's just like, why the fuck would you go to Cali knowing you have this, like, whether you allegedly did some shit or not, you know everybody hates you from over there, and you want to purposely throw a party over there, then leave the second person that's like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it coming down to, like, Puffy and Big that did it, realistically. I mean, there was a bunch of people in that, like, there's a bunch of names in that, but they really looking at them two.
Yeah.
And you want to throw a party. Let's go to you at home in Harlem. You could do that all day if you want to. It's like, let's just go to Cali and do that.
Yeah.
We want to throw this party. It was like, what, a week, maybe at the weekend or something like that?
Yeah.
And they were supposed to leave, and he just like, no, I'm going to need you to stay here. What?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave. You want me to stay in? That's like me going to fucking overseas where they don't even like America. And you just leave me there for a week. I'm gonna be right back, Jason. No, I'll be right back. No, you don't do that shit.
So now that we have that information, I'm gonna ask y'all this: do y'all believe that Puff is single-handedly responsible for the deaths of Big and Pac?
Single-handedly?
No.
I don't believe
not single-handedly.
I don't believe single-handedly. I'm gonna be honest.
Because Puff's way he is, I think I just want to know who is that right-hand man that did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, obviously, he's the man that's pulling all the strings, DIDDY is. But it's like, he needed that one person to like push that. Like, he put a major nasty bug in somebody's ear and they implemented all that shit. Because if you watch the documentary or just history of Puffy anyways, he is that man that motivates, good or bad. He gonna put something in your ear to do something. Who is that person that he got in that ear? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to know who is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it one of the people that's already dead or something? Because it's just like, that's way too many big moving parts.
I mean, honestly, if you think about it, a lot of people associated with Puff, where you could be asking these kinds of questions. Just saying.
Right, because they said that's like the only person like kind of alive about that like right now is him, ain't it?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. So well, I say single-handedly no, because I feel like it was just honestly like a domino effect. Like it started from early on, a year or two before, with the whole driving the wedge between Pac and Big, and him and Suge. I think that's where it started. Do y'all believe that he actually put the hit out though on Pac?
I kind of do. Like I said, I still feel like there's like one major men that we just haven't heard of yet, or the hit one. But I do think he probably set out that hit, or he put that bug in somebody's ears, like, this is what needed to be done. Then somebody's like, okay, I can do that. Then he's like, great, make it happen. He put a bug in somebody's ear. So I will clearly just say, I'm just going to just say yeah. I'm just going to say yeah.
Okay, and then do y'all also believe, because we also heard that after Big died, Puff told Miss Wallace, don't worry about it. We're going to take care of the service.
That motherfucker.
We're gonna throw the biggest funeral New York has ever seen. And then when he started getting the bill, he was like, nah, we're going to make him pay for it himself.
Wait.
This is why I asked that, because apparently this has been debunked.
It has.
This has been debunked.
It has.
Yes.
So he did pay for it.
Yes, but by him, what he did is he paid for it through Bad Boy so it could be tax recoupable.
Right.
And what business wouldn't do that?
Yeah.
This shouldn't. I know, and that's the thing. I think that's why he's looked at
like
it just
like basically he didn't pay for it as Sean Combs. He paid for it as Bad Boy paid
Right.
for it.
Right.
So at the end of the year, it was tax recoupable because it was paid. And why not?
Why not?
It's
I don't
smart,
think that's a
but
bad thing.
damn.
I think people were expecting for this man to go in
I-
his wallet and just hand Big Mom, like you said, it makes sense to do it that way as a corporation. It was your artist.
It
Yeah.
makes sense
You know?
if he would have done that. If that's your friend, how you've been saying for decades, that's your friend. You would have done it out of pocket. But yes, I guess the smart business.
It's still
move.
out of his pocket though. It was his company.
He just recouped it back.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't recoup it all,
Right. You don't recoup it all.
but he
You
found a
shouldn't
way
have to recoup anything if it's your friend. That's what
I think that's what people were expecting for him to go to his mom and like, here you go.
But the way that they tried to make it seem on the doc is like they
Like,
took
yeah.
his advancement money and was like, no, he just gonna pay for it out of his advance money,
Like he paid, like Big paid for his own funeral.
and that's not what happened.
Yeah. That has been debunked. Thanks to Lauren LaRosa, who actually reported on that debunkification. Shout out to Lauren. I love Lauren as a journalist.
He'll cool bay.
I don't know about anybody else, but I love her on Breakfast Club because she don't be letting shit slide.
She need to keep the pixie cut.
Lauren but you want to know why I like Lauren though? Lauren does journalism work.
She really does.
Charlamagne and Envy and Jessina will go with the rumors and just be like, yep, because that's what it was. Lauren gonna actually do her journalism due diligence and research, and she's going to report.
Because when you actually do real research, there's like about 7 steps that you have to do that, not just going on Google. You know what I mean?
We're gonna read some comments. Yes, he's evil. Mom, we know you don't like that name.
I agree with you 100% though, bro.
We know. But did y'all also know too that according to the documentary that before Big died, Big was set to be on the cover of Rolling Stone, and Diddy told him, "Nah, do me instead." That man is sick. Like, because apparently Big was wanting to leave Bad Boy if they did not do any contract changes, allegedly.
Because I always thought that he would never stay there anyway.
And Puff was actually trying to, so he got Big to sign a new contract, allegedly. I gotta keep saying that. And then he took it to Kirk and was like, but on like page 5, like right in the middle of the contract, he already signed it, but I need you to change this. And Kirk was like, no. Kirk was fired less than 3 months later.
Was this before?
This is before Big was.
No. Was this before Suge getting hold of Craig Mack? Because when he was trying to do it like a
because he was trying to Death Row East.
East.
Oh, the story about him giving Craig Mack the $100 bill.
That motherfucker.
What? Listen.
You would have to kill me there.
I've just
right
now
there.
been getting off my ass.
Puff never would have got a chance to do nothing else to anyone in the music industry on that day.
No.
Trying to clean that nigga clock. Oh my God.
His neck would have been like,
the hands of Jesus couldn't have pulled me off of him that night.
No.
Like, I stand with Rose. I know you. Listen. So,
And the thing is, he had to go to his wife with that. Like, what you got? I got this.
Like, yo,
how do you explain that to your wife?
Your Grammy-nominated artist is broke?
Is broke. And then he comes to you telling you, like, look, nigga, I got bills. My wife is having to ask her daddy for money. Like, first of all, do you know what that does to a man's pride? First of all. And then he comes to the person who's supposed to be helping him make the money so that him and his wife don't have to ask her daddy for money. And this man pulls out a motherfucking boulder, opens that bitch up and get that nigga 100.
And you said this is before dude. This is before dude got fired, right?
Yes.
So was this?
So he couldn't even go to the money man at all.
So he basically hit him with the Chris Rock from "Now I'm gonna get you, sucker." You got change for 100.
I'm so hungry.
I'm so hungry. How much for one rib?
I need one rib.
One rib.
That nigga with the Chris Rock.
Quarter and a half, 15 cents.
Fuck the cup. Put him here for a dime.
That's not funny. I'm not laughing at Craig Mack.
I am.
Not at his demise.
Not at his demise.
Because it's been today in 2025 that I've just been getting off Diddy ass.
Then when you get out, you're gonna do it again.
Literally. So yeah, like so after the whole before Big died or whatever, like I said he's supposed to be on the cover of Rolling Stone. Puff got that shit pulled because he was coming out with what was the name of that album? Puff Daddy and the Family.
I've never really
I
listened
forgot.
to like
I
Puff
know I
Daddy's
used to listen
music.
to the.
Oh, you
fuck out
mean
that
with the
CD.
whole Bad Boy?
Yeah.
I
Family
remember.
Business or something about the family.
I think it was originally supposed to be called Hell Up in Harlem. That's what I remember.
But it wasn't. It was called
they
something
changed
else.
it up.
Yeah. It was actually dope. I ain't gonna lie. But Kurt got fired like right after that because he was trying to low key change Big's contract. After Big had signed it, he took it to Kirk and then was trying to have him take pages out, rewrite them with changes to where Big would not be getting as much money as the original. No Way Out. Yes, thank you. That was the name of it.
How did we forget that shit?
I never gave a fuck.
But so now it's like late 90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Puff is dating J-Lo.
And we to the J-Lo side.
Now we're in the J-Lo era, right? I said this man, and on top of that, now he's had babies with Misa and Kim too. Let's not forget about that because Kirk Burrows is actually Justin's godfather.
Mm-hmm.
After you took whatever. Anyway. Did that man dirty. Now he's dating J-Lo. And Shine is now an artist. Right?
Loved Shine, though.
Loved Shine.
That album was underrated. But go ahead, continue.
Shine was another
underrated.
dope artist.
Man.
And that's the thing. Like Bad Boy has given us some of the dopest artists.
He didn't know how to maintain them.
But he could not.
No,
well, we
he
know
didn't
why.
maintain because he ain't pay him.
He wasn't paying them.
Right. He had. Oh my
We
God.
know now why.
Black Rob was nice too.
Yes, Loon, Mario Wine. It's like he had so many.
I was gonna say
artists.
Jay did, but
He actually
was okay.
He actually
No, he was-
introduced the world to Usher.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave us Usher.
Yeah.
He also gave us Justin Bieber.
No, that was Usher.
Well, but through Big though.
And you know, guaranteed motherfucking Diddy gonna have this like.
I mean,
well,
through Puff. I mean,
you know, it's
yeah.
like ex facto.
Yeah.
So,
but the shooting at the nightclub in New York where J-Lo, Shine, and Diddy are together, and again, I don't know what this man is doing or saying to people to get them to do these outrageous, outlandish things. The lady who has this lady's story ain't changed since 1999. The one that was shot in the face.
Mm-hmm.
This lady is adamant. She says she looked this man in the face. She knows who shot her. It was not Shine. Even though the bullet wasn't intended for her initially anyway, but she knows who
you're not gonna
fired
forget
that
shit.
shot.
You're not gonna forget something like that, especially if you see his face like
as famous as this man is,
right.
I know who I'm looking at.
Right. You're like, I won't say your life is over, but it's like all this bad stuff done happen. You're like, it's like, what can you do to me now if I lie?
Yeah.
Oh, it's somebody else. Like, damn, it's already done. Nigga, you did it. You did it.
Like,
it was Shine. Nope. You did it, nigga.
And then for Shine to take that rap and do 10 years in prison. Now he back in with the Barbados, and he the Barbadian Barack Obama. Have y'all seen that man look like Barack?
I know he got the whole
fuck Shine too.
Because seriously, what does this man have on y'all, or what is he doing to y'all?
Like you hate him one day, then you on stage with him the next, and then you hate him again.
I was just
fuck out of here.
Because that reunion concert that just happened.
You dapping him up, that them y'all on stage together.
I couldn't do that shit.
Fuck out of here, man.
A lot of artists showed up and did that show, knowing that they had these kinds of falling outs with this man. Shine, since you have been in prison, you have been very vocal. Since you've been out of prison, you have been very vocal that you were completely innocent and that you took the rap. For what reason? Still don't know, outside of being dumber than a motherfucker. You took the rap for this man, who then the whole time you're in jail, you don't even fucking hear from. He don't even make sure that you or your family straight for 10 years. You get out, you're still telling everybody, I ain't fucking with Puff. That nigga Grimy sent me to jail for 10 years, which still to this day, he didn't send you, sent your goddamn self, because I've been singing like a motherfucking canary.
Man.
And then this man has a reunion tour, and all you niggas show up.
Everybody, Craig Mack didn't show up because he was sick.
Dead.
No, he was sick.
And shit, he died right after.
But he died right after, and I think Black Rob.
But he died too.
But he was sick and he was dying
He died
too.
a couple
G-Dep
days.
was
I think he died
locked
like a week after DMX.
Yeah.
Yeah, G-Dep was in jail, but Total showed up. Everybody from the band showed up except for Freddie P.
Like all of these people showed up. I don't get it. Y'all have so much disdain for this man, which
Y'all
makes
broke
me
as fuck, but y'all still want to show him to you.
But it makes me believe, like, knowing what I now know, not even based off this documentary, knowing what I now know about Puff from the court hearings, because we're gonna talk about this documentary as a whole here in a second. I have, of course, a completely different outlook on the man, right? For y'all to still stand tall behind this man like that, how much is true?
Now we talking.
How much?
Now we
how
talking.
much of these stories are 100% true? And this is not me. I'm not victim shaming, victim blaming. I'm not sticking up for Puff. However, I'm not taking no sides. But logically, one has to think, ain't no way you're this horrible of a person, but when you call, I'm coming through. Kalina, this bitch.
Hell, Capricorn.
Capricorn.
This lady, first day on the job, he takes her to Central Park, and because he found out that she's friend with Suge Knight, baby mama, and because her close connection with Suge, he threatens to kill her in Central Park. Her first day on the job, bitch, and you went back the next day?
Sis, she worked for Puff multiple times. She would step away and go back.
What?
Yes.
She worked for him multiple times.
Yes. So Steve Stout, another one, real quick story. Steve Stout, another music mogul, right? Right after the shooting in '99 with Shine, Puff does a song with Nas called "Hate Me Now," right? Where Puff is depicted as Jesus. Do y'all remember this?
Yes,
and they had,
I remember.
And they deleted it, and they had to redo the video.
So, and the only reason why they had to redo this video was because Puff was getting a lot of heat for portraying himself as Jesus after, because by now, like, shit's starting to pop, be, fired Kurt, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of this weird shit, like the shooting, nigga, you Jesus? Like, this is. So
I was about to say, for any artist, you shouldn't be doing that anyways. That's a no.
Afterwards, like, oh yeah, that probably was a dumbass decision. Goes back and tells them, take that scene out. Steve Stout was like, nah.
You want to be Jesus so bad? Like, go ahead.
He then proceeds to go to Steve Stout and beats the fuck out of him.
Steve Stout a bitch.
Puts the man in the hospital.
I like how we put everything in perspective.
But no, listen.
The
reason why he is because, like, not even a year or two later, him and Steve Stout signed like a $500,000 deal together. After you just beat, he didn't just beat him up. He put the man in the hospital.
Broke limbs.
Yeah.
Steve Stout's a hoe.
He puts so much in perspective.
Enough said. So Diddy is now trying to reinvent himself, and so he comes out with Making a Band, which I will be honest.
I watched.
Who is Diddy's PR?
I love
his PR person is great.
That's what we should have been saying like the last 45. Who is his PR?
KK.
Oh, yeah.
KK.
Okay, shout out. Yeah, okay.
No, fuck that. We're not shouting her out.
Shout out her because she did.
KK knows
she lost a lot of shit.
KK no more than Mr. Bentley.
Right. Well, where that nigga, but she lost a lot. That's why I say shout out to her for how well you did your job. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Fuck her, but you did a good job though.
Yeah. But no, we get Making the Band, which guilty pleasure. If it aired right now, I wish I could find them. I would watch every single episode.
I think I could get that.
Thank you. I love Making the Band. You had to be a fool to not like Making the Band. This is where my mama really started to hate Diddy, right? And I will tell y'all, the episode when he was doing the band and he made them walk the Junior's cheesecake.
There's
my mama just despise that man every day.
That has
after
nothing
that.
to do with like morally how you like become an artist. Like that, I was mad at that shit, but I watched them because I like Dylan and I like Dylan.
Because Dylan, and Dylan.
Yeah.
Because he spit hot fire.
You know, Dylan never said that shit.
I know.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle. Because he spit hot fire.
He did say that shit.
He did. But yeah, so from there we start to get making the band. We get the band. We get Dandy Kane. We get Day 26. More dope ass artists and bands and groups.
I did not like that.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I didn't like Danny Kane either.
Never.
I just want to look at D Woods.
I thought I didn't think none of them really had all that talent. I just really just thought they were just like, let's make a watered down version of what
Pussycat Dolls.
And I didn't even like them either because it was just a group. It was just
Right.
I just want to look at Nicole.
Yeah.
Ride for You is still one of the greatest songs ever.
No.
Yes, listen to it.
No.
Dang, that shit is dope as fuck. I'm gonna play it as soon as the show over. But yeah, then he also starts to do Diddy, and also too. Let me just say this: that man has been 12 different people. Every time he gets to some shit, he changes his name. I don't know if anybody ever noticed that, but he do.
You gotta rebrand.
I wonder if he got his name
Puff
legally
Daddy,
or some shit. That's
he
why
was
he does
Puffy.
He was
then,
Diddy.
Then he was Diddy. Then no. He was Sean John. Then he was Diddy. Then he was Love.
Love was
a motherfucker.
that was toward the end.
Love was the freak off
Love.
nigga.
Love.
Love was the freak off nigga, which we're gonna skip over the rest of this stuff. He started doing other shit. He met a bunch of other people, created a bunch of other motherfucking artists. He met Cassie. She was 19, stole it from Ryan Leslie. This nigga likes stealing other niggas' bitches. Okay?
That nigga was a professional dirty macker.
In 09.
That nigga was the boss level of dirty macker.
Oh, for a shit show.
Yeah, he was the boss level of dirty
Shit
macker.
show. But this is where we get to the nitty gritty. In 09, there's a gentleman by the name of Clayton Howard. If you see the picture that we posted on the page, it's the nigga with the glasses, ugly as hell, right?
Dave Chappelle Jr.
He was the escort for about 8 years for Diddy and Cassie. He was that of their choosing. Now I said I have a theory because everybody was like, "That's like y'all having freak offs and that's the nigga y'all chose." Let me tell y'all something. Diddy ain't stupid. He couldn't look better than him. No, Cassie would have liked that. He just needed that nigga to bring meat, which I am almost certain because of his ugliness level.
God damn.
That thing was strong. Can't make me believe it wasn't.
But wouldn't he still been jealous of that? Well, of course.
No. Yes, he was, but at the same time, he wasn't in fear of Cassie leaving him for him because Diddy.
That's
thinks,
the only way. That's the only way you can leave a nigga with money.
He don't think, but he don't have more money than him.
But he got more penis apparently.
So much so to where this man was, they were collecting this man's bodily fluids and playing with it and drinking it in a cup for about a year. And when he asked them about it,
for a year,
when he asked them about it, they told him, and then they never asked him to do it again. I think that they was kind of like, oh shit, he asking questions.
Well, yeah, I would ask questions too. Like, you fuckers weird. I mean, I can't really get mad that.
But as an escort, though, can you really be weirded out at the shit as a sex worker? Can you be weirded out at the shit that people are asking you for?
I'm gonna say yes, because even as a sex worker, you can still have.
You have your boundaries.
You have boundaries.
After the first, after the first
play,
1 or 2
that's
times, absolutely, he should have spoke up then. Is what I'm saying. He did this for a whole year.
So he knew they was drinking.
He didn't know what they were doing in it, but he knew that they were collecting it.
Oh, then it's just like, hey, what are you doing, guys?
Now he's curious.
I'm like, what are you doing with that, guy?
After the first time, I'd be like, hey, y'all ain't trying to do no turkey baster babies or nothing
anytime somebody's collected anything on my body, I'm already gonna think of some kind of voodoo shit, anyways. Even if it's not. That's just where my head goes. I'm not thinking sexual. So I'm gonna still ask questions.
And on top of that, this man said that they were having sex for 18 to 20 hours at a time because this is when Puff, who allegedly was so adamantly against drugs and alcohol early, like very early in his career, and after an incident, they don't know if that nigga tried to kill himself or if Kim cut his ass, got addicted to Percocets. Now he's doing these freak offs, and there's ecstasy, GHB, ketamine, Tusi, pink cocaine, regular cocaine, Ciroc by the boatloads, and baby oil.
Laced baby oil.
That's where the GHB was in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who would go for the lace baby oil? Like, what kind of asshole are you? What kind of asshole are you?
It's not what kind of asshole are you. It's what kind of asshole are you trying to get in?
No. I'm gonna ask a woman question.
Oh God.
I'm gonna ask a woman question. Cassidy always had to have a fucking yeast infection.
Oh God.
Cassie?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I would say so.
Because baby oil is not supposed to be in there.
It does not belong on your coochie mama.
She's baking sourdough, baby.
She's breaking the bread. I think it's sourdough.
But yeah, and he was saying like they would go through like in a weekend like 10 bottles of baby oil.
Why was that the MO?
Slippery when wet.
Man, there's so many questions. Like, why was that the MO? Like,
but there was also lube too. So I like.
He was really obsessed with.
So now I don't know.
Put him on to that? Like,
Update on that. This man is now suing Cassie. I don't know if y'all seen that update.
Yeah, I saw it.
And everybody was like, "Oh, why is he not suing Diddy?" Because Diddy was smart. Diddy never.
He never physically interacted.
He never really or he wasn't the one booking the escorts. It was always Cassie. So Puff would be able to get out of it because he didn't
you
produce
don't purposely not having it. Because I know somebody that kind of does that, not like in that kind of magnitude, but they have parties.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually legal, but it's just like. For that, it's just a thin line between those parties.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess if you want to call them free calls, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But it's just like those type of parties. It's just like the thin line between that. It's like, and she handles the money, she will be considered like trapped, and she can go to jail. So it's like she can do whatever she wants to. She can hold. She can actually partake and all this other stuff. But as soon as she touched that fucking money, done.
The communications came from Cassie. The monetary interactions came from Cassie. The bookings came from Cassie, allegedly. So this is the reason why Mr. Howard is suing her and not Diddy. I
think he wanted to, but he knew he couldn't.
He couldn't because he know legally.
Somebody told him like you can't.
He can't.
He's like, "Can I be sure?" No, you can't do it.
True. Now Diddy may have participated in the actual act, but
his hands went like legally money went there.
Mm-hmm. It all came from her, and so now here we are. We're gonna fast forward because we run out of time. Diddy is now locked up. He was sentenced to what was it?
I want to say 16 for some reason.
Something crazy. Like he'll be out soon though.
Yeah, he'll be out like 3 years.
Yeah, like 2-3 years, some shit. Let's talk about the fact that 50 Cent is the producer of said documentary. And the reason why I want to bring light on that is because another reason why a lot of these stories, like how we were just saying, like, do I believe every single story that was told on this documentary? I don't think I do. I think there may be some truth to the stories. I think there were absolutely a lot of things left out. And the reason why I say that is because the executive producer is Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, who has a well-known disdain for Puff. So of course he's not going to shed him in a positive light. He don't like the nigga.
Right.
There's so many other people that could have been on this documentary that were a part of it.
I do
because
like the fact that they had a couple
that baby mama wasn't a part.
Right.
And she wouldn't do it no way though.
No.
But like, who was it? Curtis?
Yeah.
I never heard his side of the story ever. Like we've been hearing this since we was like in high school, like over repeat. We heard more or less, but when he came in there, even when I heard like Eric Sermon's story, it's just like So they introduced more people into that and everything. And side note, that motherfucking juror, what was it, number 12?
Yeah,
that
Shorty.
Tell that bitch get the fuck out of
That
Shorty was contradicting her and that little Indian
man. I think I ain't gonna
out of all the jurors, and again, I think that this was the idea though, because how many jurors are there? And 50 specifically picked these two.
These two cricket motherfuckers.
Come on, man. Like, and again, not siding with Diddy. I definitely think that man has done some shit. I don't know if I believe every story that was told on this documentary 100%. I believe there may be some truth to some of the scenarios because I don't ever want to discredit anybody's experience. Lil Rod.
Fuck that nigga too.
There's only two people that can break this case.
And we'll never hear from them.
There's only two people that can break this case.
Cat and Mr. Bentley.
No,
Mary
3,
J.
4.
Shit.
Where's the fucking Jadakiss at? We need him.
He wasn't doing that shit to them niggas.
Nah, I don't think he was fucking with the lots like
he
that.
Knows something.
You know what? I don't know if they do.
Something.
I don't think they do.
I don't.
So you think they was just the ones like, I wish you would.
Yes,
Because,
absolutely.
He's like saying no more.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know what that makes?
I don't think that them
because they got out that shit quick. They was like, I ain't fucking with you no more. They was like, I am not doing this shit no more. He
wasn't bullying them niggas. Absolutely not. You ain't bullying them ones.
They wore a shiny suit once. He's like, fuck you. And he's like,
he
you got it, boss. Shit.
Now, I believe that Mary J. Blige, Boom Cat, what's the fuck is her name? The choreographer chick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't think her name.
Mr. Bentley.
Didn't he say something, a little bit of something though?
Bentley said he was staying out of that shit.
He said he was staying out of it. That's what
I swear he said
Nah, he's been, mum is the word. That man ain't said shit. He said he is married and got 2 kids. Leave him the fuck alone.
He did some dead money.
Yeah, like several people did disappear when all of the allegations came out. They are not talking. And I think that a lot of people also are not talking because of the fear of incriminating themselves too, because I don't think that this man was wholeheartedly working alone in anything that he did.
They partake. And that's the thing. It's like when you partake.
Because I think if they have to tell a story, they have to tell their part too. So the best thing to do is to shut the fuck up.
Right. Because you don't want to be that person that just like, yeah, I was in that freak off and I was the one providing the baby oil shit. Or, you know what I mean? Because you would have. It's like one of those things like, and I'm pretty sure like, he probably was married at the time. And he probably
wasn't.
Oh, no. But, he wasn't?
No.
But let's say somebody was. Then you have to say, hey, I done did some shit.
The Lil Rod dude was married with children.
And he had to do some, you know what I mean?
And this man said he woke up sore with Diddy in the bed. And then said, I don't know what happened. Nigga, 2 plus 2 has always been 4.
Look.
You know how scary that is waking up to Diddy?
You go to bed, and you wake up with this man in the bed with you.
And you know he's a mouth breather,
now,
right?
mind you.
You know he's a mouth breather. He like,
hold on. Mind you, he never said what was sore. He just said he would wake up sore. He never said my butt was sore, my back was sore.
You woke up with a man in your bed and said your body was sore, like we're not gonna.
And
you know
exactly.
Yeah.
So okay, hold on. So here, this is where I'm going with this. 2 different things. A man that outwardly has despised Diddy for almost 20 years, for over 20 years, does a doc and he finds all the people that have a disdain for him for whatever reason.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to work. You know what I mean?
Fuck out of here with that shit, Fifth.
And that's why I said like I don't give Fifth a whole lot of credit for
2, Lil Rod, you telling me that you gave a story that would insinuate that this man touched your butt in your sleep.
Y'all did butt stuff.
And you stayed to have your butt touched again?
Because you wanted to be listed as the next mega producer.
Right, what he said in the documentary, you weren't getting your money like you were supposed to.
Because he didn't even
You ain't even get paid. You got your butt touched, you didn't even get paid.
Not even $40.
You ain't even get the loaf of bread like the Bible say.
There ain't no way you just put Jesus' story in there.
You.
You ain't even get the loaf of bread, fam.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand that people are flocking toward this documentary and they are believing 100% of everything that is in this documentary. But again, 50 has not liked Diddy for a long time because Diddy offered to take him shopping and send him some flowers. 50 is also a mega troll. 50 is one of them niggas where he don't care if everybody else loves you. He's going to find a reason to hate you. And he's going to harp on that forever until somebody's dead, and he's still going to talk shit after that. And so, of course, like I said, of course he's not going to have Diddy look any kind of positive in this documentary. He hates this man. He does not like this man. So, of course, yeah, these weird ass stories where things aren't adding up and people are saying, oh, he had, they signed a contract or an NDA. When these lawsuits came out, those NDAs can now be null and void. So if these people really want to tell their stories, they had opportunities to do so. NDAs are also only for a certain amount of years. NDAs are not forever, unless listed as such. But in the case where there are crimes committed, NDAs are null and void.
Because they immediately open cases,
yes.
So they have to.
Same people in the same documentary. Yes, the same people, but when you listen to the stories, again, Eric Sermon's story didn't add up. Kalina is just, it's cocaine. Anyway. Because ain't no way a nigga I'm finna ask my boss, I'm about to lose my family. My kids got taken away from me. They in DCFS custody. I need $5,000 to get a lawyer. You tell me hell no, but then you done call me 52 times to give a witness character statement while you're on trial, and I do it. Boy, fuck you. Okay. Immediately. I'm gonna tell you whose story I believe. Aubrey.
I believe Aubrey.
I believe Aubrey O'Day 100%. When she read that email.
Oh, when
a couple of the emails, the ones where Diddy was sending to her, talking about how he wanted to.
Oh, I believe that,
and how he was about to go jack off.
If you watch how he interacted with her on Making the Band, you can most definitely tell that he had like a thing for her.
Yes, and I think Aubrey was just like, nigga, please, and that's when he fired her because she wouldn't. She wasn't dating
not the bodyguard, but who was she dating?
I don't know.
They was talking about it in the show.
I don't remember.
Like, I think it was like one of the producers or something like that.
Yeah. I don't think she was dating him. Her friend was dating him.
And that's
the girl who wrote her the email when she seen.
I know something about
because it made it sound like she was dating, or not at the time, but eventually. I must have got that wrong. Okay.
Damn, cuz we don't know that.
And Kim Porter. Do I think Diddy had anything to do with Kim Porter's death? No. I don't think he did.
I do.
I don't think he did.
I do. I think everybody, if you really think back, and I can't prove it, of course, but it was a trend. Everybody had a tell-all book that was getting ready to drop. Heavy D, Kim Porter, Al B. Short got sick and almost died right before his tell-all dropped.
I don't think Diddy had something to do with it, but I think he knows something about it.
Yeah, I'll say that. I don't think that he did anything to that lady. I will say that.
But he knows more than what we know. And
I think that I honestly think.
And I think it's one of those things that it will go back to him. That's why he go like, man.
Like, because wasn't it something like drug and like something to do with medication or drugs or something, right? So yeah, I don't think that he did anything to her. But like you said, I think that the access to the things that she got into were from him and would implicate him that way, kind of shit.
Oh, I think like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when these drug addicts die and they find out who sold them the dope and then you go to jail type shit. Yeah, that kind of situation. Do I think that he actually did anything to her? No, but I also don't think that I mean, most of these women who he's been involved with for years, pretty much all of them have admitted that they actively, willingly did drugs with the man. You know what I'm saying?
Except for J-Lo.
Except J-Lo. So, I mean, I don't think he was shoving anything up Kim's nose or down her throat or in her veins or, you know what I'm saying? Or like nothing like that. I think that it was a thing. And it ultimately ended up in her passing away. Dawn stayed because she let him hit. Dawn was, listen, can't tell me. This is why Q is still having mental breakdowns right now. Because that's another person who only gives. Have y'all seen a Day 26 interview when Q has talked about his experience with Bad Boy and he's having the mental breakdowns?
I've seen it the one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he never fully comes out and says what happened. We know it got something to do with Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what.
Did he touch his butt too?
I don't know. Like, I genuinely do not know if it had anything to do with Diddy doing anything personally to him, or did it have anything to do with Diddy doing things to Dawn and using it, you know what I'm saying, like dangling it?
And that's the unfortunate thing. When you
know
that he was doing a lot of booty play, it's just like everybody involved, like, did he touch your booty?
And then
did he touch yours?
And then too,
you know what I mean? Because like, didn't he say didn't Curtis say he was allegedly
Kirk Burrows?
Yeah.
Again,
he hinted it. He
hinted at us.
No, he didn't hint shit. He said that shit.
He didn't come out and fully say it.
Bullshit.
No, he didn't. He didn't come out right out and say that.
Episode 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He didn't say like he did. Wait.
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go.
But he did. He hinted it. He hinted that.
Yeah, he hinted at it.
That.
And I get to that these are, and if they did really happen, and again, not to discredit anybody's experience because that's something that I would never do. And I also know that those kinds of topics are hard to talk about. But my thing is, if you're going to not talk about it, be quiet about it altogether. Like, don't give the world the opportunity to make up a story, because this is how.
Because that's a hard thing to be open about.
It is a very hard thing to be open about.
I mean, women and men. That's why like you see a lot of women, and that's the conversation I had with the guy at work. He was like, well, I think they lied. It's like, why would some female say some shit about this 10 years ago? It's like, you ain't been around women. It's like, that shit is hard as hell for somebody to come out. And for a man to do that. 100%
a hard conversation.
Right. So a man to do that, it's just like, I have to openly come out and say, hey, this guy did this to me. Now you got to be looked at as some guy way. So don't half-ass it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my thing. Like, if you're going to tell your story, tell the story. Don't just be like, oh, I'm traumatized and I went through so much and it was a horrible experience. Well, what happened?
Now you start sounding
especially if you're doing multiple public interviews. I could see if maybe a conversation with somebody got leaked or some shit against your knowledge.
Now you sound like the people on like fucking social media. It's like, who please play for me? What happened? I can't talk about it. Then shut up.
Yeah. Don't ask what's wrong, but pray for my family. Fuck you.
I'm not praying for nobody's yeast infection. I don't give a fuck. That tell me.
Get some vinegar.
Jesus only gets good prayers from me. I'm not praying for you because your baby daddy gave you the clap again. I'm not praying for that.
That can be cleared up.
And he gonna give it to you again.
And he gonna give it to you again because you ain't gonna leave that nigga alone.
Because he ain't gonna go get clean and you
don't
is.
Have me waste my prayers with Jesus when I can be asking for some shit for myself. Yeah,
that is so wasted.
Shame on all the people who knew that puppy was doing all that stuff and never said anything. Again, this is why we're saying what we're saying. Like, the Diddy parties. We now know that there were 2 different kinds of Diddy parties. A ton of celebrities have come out and said Diddy throws some of the best parties known to man. Marlon Wayans, Denzel, and y'all ain't gonna never go against Uncle. By my Uncle Denzel. Denzel said, hey, Diddy throw a good motherfucking party, but shit, I know when to leave. And he do.
Oh yeah, because they had that after party. He's just like, that's my cue.
Marlon Wayans also admitted Diddy throws some of the best parties you will ever attend in your life, and I wholeheartedly believe that. But then there's a Diddy party, and then there's a freak off. Those are not the same things. I don't think that Diddy is just random, like in the middle of a Memorial Day party, just squirting lace baby oil on on patrons and just pulling the
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't think that's what happened. I don't think that's what's happening. I think what's happening is these freak offs was literally him, a couple of close people in the crew, and sex workers.
It was
Like, there weren't
supposedly consensual.
Yeah, like they weren't like.
I mean, minus the
parties.
drugs, but
I think
consensual.
that you think that the drugs,
said the drugs was
The
consensual.
drugs were consensual.
That's what I'm saying.
You said minus the drugs. Nah, fuck that. They knew.
I mean, when we want to say minus the drugs, I'm saying like illegal activity. What I'm saying.
Nah, them niggas knew.
But when,
Anybody
you know
who
what I'm
went to
saying?
them parties knew what
Right,
the fuck
right.
was going on to them at them freak
Because
offs.
like everybody thinking like when you think of these freak offs, like everything was like illegal. It's just like what is illegal except for a bunch of people just be fucking. It's like no, whatever. No. So that's why I said
They knew about the drugs too.
right. That's why I said that. So everything was consensual, even the drug, but like
They knew about them damn
you know,
drugs.
Yeah.
Can't make me believe. Because ain't no way
Oh, yeah, they
y'all
knew.
having these freak offs lasting for 20 hours. First of all,
You have to be on
a
some drugs.
nigga struggle for 20 minutes.
Not if you on the Hennessy.
Or ecstasy.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
listen, Hennessy ain't never made no nigga last 24 hours. You might get an hour and a half.
I just need Hennessy and electrolytes.
I done told some pussy up on
not on
cognac.
not
no 20 not
though.
no 20
And
hours
this
now.
is
That's
drugs. So this is how I know everybody involved in them.
No drugs, no gold.
And y'all listen, a couple of shots of Hennessy or whatnot or whatever, yeah, y'all might have a good fucking night. But y'all ain't having a full-fledged fuck fest for 20 hours off no Hennessy. You niggas will die. There's drugs, and them people knew.
Thus electrolytes, because I'm trying
No, hell no. Nigga, you would have to ice bath yourself in Gatorade.
You went with the powder IV joints and shit. Those are miracle workers.
Right. People knew when to leave if they did not want to stay and participate. I 100% agree with that statement.
They didn't have a view.
Wholeheartedly. I think at a certain time when shit started to look a little, hey, thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Hit them with the Russell. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm gonna go home. I know that at a certain time this shit finna start looking a little weird. I need to take my black ass home.
Yeah. You know when Diddy started walking to people individually like love, you want to say nah.
But I do again. Was the documentary good? Absolutely. Was it biased as fuck? Absolutely. Do I still think we know 100% of the truth? Absolutely not.
No.
I don't think everyone is a victim. I'm not going to name names because I just don't think that everybody is 100% a victim. You might have been a victim at some point, but to remain in a situation as hostile as these situations that we're talking about in this documentary, especially for the grown-ass men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to fight me or kill me, dog.
Right. And I get it. It's like when you're dealing with so much money and power, you don't want to give this like that, or you think like your career or life is over. So, I mean, when Shay and Wayne talk about this, we get it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, but why didn't you walk away? I know we've been saying that like the whole fucking time, and I know it's easier said than done. But it's like at some
of them situations was a lot easier though.
Yeah, right.
When you put yourself in a situation, the little ride nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
willing to put your entire life morale on the line to be the next super producer. That doesn't say much for you as a man.
Yeah.
It don't say much for you as a human.
Yeah.
So nigga, fuck you.
Yes.
I don't want to hear your story.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about your story.
Yeah, I agree, Sean. They absolutely remained for the money or lack thereof, because it sounded like he wasn't paying the asses. Or maybe there was physical evidence or blackmail. Yes, because I don't believe that everybody that was telling their story is 100% innocent, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I believe that you may have played a part in some of these criminal acts.
The fucking bodyguard.
Oh.
Fahim?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're the fucking bodyguard. You was a part of all of this shit.
That man cleared up a whole shooting.
bro. Oh,
What shooting?
and we
Diddy
not,
the son put that man in the
What
bathroom.
shooting?
And Lil
Man.
Rod recorded the shit.
and we also not gonna let the hip hop police dude get away with having all that fucking Beijing on his face.
Oh yeah.
That nigga didn't book with Jambo cuts.
He did not book with Jam.
He did not book with Jambo cuts.
Shout out to Jam. But yeah, overall, like I said, I do feel like it was a really good documentary. It gave some insight to some things that weren't known. Thing is how much of that is 100% credible. I could put anybody in front of a camera and tell me your story. Does that mean that your story is true? No. I think that a lot of those activities, which is why Diddy did not get as much time as people thought he was going to get.
Like,
a lot of this stuff was consensual. They got this man on the lesser charges that Rico shit did not stand. Like they got this nigga for booking hoes.
Right. Like what the dude say when he was on trial? It's just like, can we prove that like Diddy's like a horrible person? Yes, but being a horrible person isn't like a crime. So you just gotta say to what magnitude was. Well, can we all agree that maybe he did a lot of shit criminally wrong? Yes, but to what degree, what magnitude? It's like, what have we left out?
Diddy wouldn't have got the time that he got if all the man hours that were invested into this RICO charge.
Yeah,
because you book him for getting a hooker.
Yeah.
I used to work with this little African man named Patrici. They used to get arrested in them stings regularly, but he was always at work the next day.
Because how much can you really? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know the charge carries from this to this. I get all of that. But if we spent way too many man hours for this man to go home with a probation charge.
I think they still trying to get him for fucking like the whole big Tupac thing. That's why they're doing it. Like
Keefy D done already owned up to the shit.
But they still want him.
But if it's true,
all this shit, I want him for this.
If it's true that he put the hit out, he's just as guilty.
Right.
But do they have
They don't.
to do
No,
it?
They don't.
That's why he's not going down for it.
But I think that's why they excuse in some kind of way or form. They still want to put him on that, whether he did it or not. I get it, but it's just like
it's like how they did OJ.
Excuse all this shit because we want him to be like, oh well, he did this. No, I want him for that.
It's like how they did OJ. We couldn't get you on the code, but we gonna slam you on this going to get your Heisman Trophy back.
Right.
We gonna get you somehow.
We gonna get you somehow. But they want them going on that major shit. That's the thing too. It's like in reverse though. It's like we're gonna let this slide, but we're gonna get you that major shit someday.
But we're gonna get ready to close this show out. We've been yapping for almost 2 hours now. I'm gonna leave y'all with a final thought and something for y'all to think about that we absolutely did not touch on the show at all, and I was waiting for the end of the show. Final thoughts. People are a product of their environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Diddy monster that we have now come to know originates to this man mama.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all was paying attention.
I was.
That's why I said
because I was shocked that you didn't start with this.
I
touched on it a hot second, but I knew we was gonna come back to it.
And all of this that lady used to have back in the day after his father passed away and all of this, I am going to put it out there and say allegedly I think the freak off idea came from Diddy mama, and I think something happened to that little boy I think something happened to Diddy when he was little at one of his mama parties. It sounded like his mama was the original freak off holder.
I would say his mom, the parties used to little cocaine, got them little alcohol,
the powder.
I was saying that was a little bit more acceptable because that was a luxury,
and everything would get it would get a little sexual as the night went on.
Yes. Are Kelly and Diddy, are they the same? No. Predators. I wouldn't necessarily call Diddy a predator. I'm going to be honest. He was a sexual deviant. Yeah, right. He was.
Don't mean that was wrong. He just did it the wrong way. For real.
Honestly, did he though? Did he? He hired escorts. What is an escort's job or a prostitute's job?
Yeah. I have no argument.
Is it illegal to have group sex?
No.
I'm gonna tell you where Diddy got this bad rep, and it was for something that he was not even criminally accused of. It was for beating Cassie. We seen the video. It happened. He's a horrible human being for it. He wasn't charged for it because she civilly sued and took the money instead. Mm-hmm. Right? People have that in their head, and they're applying that to his court case, and it had absolutely nothing to do with it at all. He was not criminally accused during that trial of any assault, right? Mm-hmm. So people have this negative connotation. So no, they are not the same, because R. Kelly is a child predator, and it does not get any lower than this. Diddy has some sketchy ass business practices, but for y'all grown asses to continue to do business with this man, and y'all getting fucked and not getting no money.
In more ways than one.
In more ways than one. Was he wrong morally? Yes.
Absolutely.
Were y'all stupid for sticking around?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You had an option.
I gotta find one of them shirts 50 was putting out there. You let Diddy touch your butt. I gotta find one.
Yeah. So we're gonna get ready to close this show out. Again, we thank y'all for watching. If you have not watched the documentary, please watch it. If you've watched it once, I suggest you watch it again. I've watched it 3 times. And the reason why is because I knew we were doing this show, and I wanted to make sure that I was touching on some key points for y'all tonight. Yeah, but again, thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate y'all. Please, please, please follow, like the Thickskin Pod Facebook page, and subscribe to the Urban Shenanigans YouTube channel. We need the support. We need the views. We need the interaction. We ask y'all this every week, and we love our devoted fans, and we love talking to y'all. Bring some friends next week, because next week we have a Christmas special.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be some jingle fucking jangles in this bitch.
Jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle. Oh, okay.
So yeah, we have a special Christmas edition next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Do not miss it. It is going to be fun. I'm just saying, y'all might get a Christmas carol up out of us. I suggest Gunna, Boosie, Jeezy, Dope Boy 95, and Matt. Please don't. Yeah, we might give y'all some ghetto Christmas carols next week for our Christmas special. And then the following Tuesday, it will be Thick Soup Day, our end of the month recap. So don't miss out on that. So y'all get us for 2 more weeks for the remainder of 2025. And yeah, so with that said, y'all have a beautiful night. We love y'all. We out.